As a youngster, I was a hard and fast fantasy reader. I refused to touch any other genre. My personal rule, if there's not at least one wizard in it, I'm not interested. Then I grew up. Hi, I'm Lulu, and welcome to my channel. Now, when I say I grew up, I don't mean that I suddenly became too mature for silly fantasy stories. No, not at all. Fantasy remains, to this day, my favorite genre. It's what I write. I can't get enough. More wizards, please. But as a young reader, I outright avoided books that took place in the real world. I was bored of the real world. Been there, done that, wasn't impressed. Well, now grown-up me knows that the real world is a much different place for me than it was for John Steinbeck or Charles Dickens or Chinua Achebe. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. That's how my high school English teacher pronounced it, so if it's wrong, take it up with Mr. Cole. But too often, people will have this kind of elitist mindset about their chosen genre. I have this friend, we're both big readers, but we're very, very different people. I'm a millennial nerdy girl, and he's a Gen X jock bro. His perspective is that the real world is hard enough to understand. Why would he want to read about fake worlds? He doesn't want to know about their made-up languages and fake history. But there's no need to learn Elvish to understand Tolkien, even though some of us do. But neither is it required to become an expert on the history of France to understand Les Miserables or A Tale of Two Cities. As I explained to my friend, the worlds I read about might be fake, but the truths that the characters inhabiting them teach us are not. We've only taken difficult concepts and issues from the real world, removing it from all the baggage and biases that come with it, and transplanted them into a new setting. It's like putting on glasses when your vision is blurry. When looking through distorted lenses, those complicated real-world concepts become much clearer. As Lloyd Alexander once said, fantasy is hardly an escape from reality. It's a way of understanding it. Still, there are genres and writers that are shredded apart in the literary community that I hold up as the gold standard. One person says hard magic systems are the best. Another says hard magic systems are the worst. Most classic writers are garbage compared to today's writers. Today's writers are trash compared to the classics. Sci-fi is stale and boring and uses technobabble to patch plot holes. Fantasy is for children. The only books that count as real books are litfic and biographies. Litfic is so pretentious and up its own butt. Even I, despite my openness these days to new genres, still fall prey to some of this elitism. Up until very recently, I presumed all romance novels were sleazy bodice rippers, and I looked down on the people who read the genre. I have since learned better, and I've even read a few of the classics like Pride and Prejudice. I still don't care much for the genre, and I just know I will never be a romance reader. And I will really, really never be a romantasy reader. I tried, I really tried, and if any of you out there have recommendations that you think might change my mind, I will try again. Oh Lord, I'll try. But the truth is, romance and stories is very rarely going to hold my interest for long.
Is this a kissing book?
It doesn't help that I suck at writing romance and fight scenes. I guess I'm not a lover or a fighter. However, just because I don't like certain books doesn't mean they're bad books, or that there's anything wrong with the people who like those books. They are just the wrong books for me. So if you think that fantasy is childish, or that biographies are boring, or that romance is sappy, maybe it's not them. Maybe it's you. And that's okay. Read what you enjoy, but don't crap on readers whose tastes differ from yours. They aren't childish or boring or sappy. They're just looking through different lenses than you. But that's just this reader's opinion. What genres are you just unable to get into, and why? What unflattering comments have you heard about your own favorite genre? Drop those in the comments down below. Like and subscribe for more content like this in the future, and I'll see you in the next video.